So let's take a look at today's daily challenge. Our clans are Hellhorned, Awoken, Mutators, Apocalypse. You must purge a card after every battle. Acid Rain, deal 2 damage to all units after combat. And Hollow, friendly units get Heartless. Let me fix that real quick and I breathe. Hi Katira, good evening. Okay. So there are some pretty high scores. I see 2 scores over 50k and most of them are in the 48-49k range. So there is definitely potential for a flying boss kill today. So yeah. Hellhorned usually has a lot of potential to do flying kills, and with Apocalypse we can get to a very small deck. Awoken plus Hollow means we will probably purge the restores very soon. Yeah. Hi Rossum, welcome, glad to see you. So, let's jump into the run and see what cards we get to play with. Hi Relock, welcome, welcome. Hornbreak, Restoration Detonation and Imp in a Box. We are fighting Purge, Consume, Spell Consume Seraph. Okay. Restoration Detonation is obviously useless for us with Hollow. Imp in a Box and Hornbreak are pretty solid though. The imps will immediately die to Acid Rain, which can be a benefit. But they still have the chance to block an attack beforehand, so that's pretty nice. Spikes deal +1 damage per stack. I don't think spikes is the main way we are going to scale, so I'm gonna take the guild marker for the extra gold, basically. Especially this early guild marker is very powerful, yeah. I do like the Revenge, the Wrathful Hornbreaker Prince. Especially together with Awoken. Yeah, let's go this way. It should do quite nicely for the first few battles at least. Mark of Invasion, this just died to Acid Rain, so that's pretty nice. I do want to set up on the bottom floor though, which is currently impossible. With a deck as small as this, it's not unreasonable to just keep the Hornbreaker Prince in the deck. We could also set up on the top floor instead, but I am gonna try for the extra score. Don't wanna kill off any more train stewards. Let's just put one here. This is a good time to set up a train steward. Potentially with the champ on the same floor. Nope. Let's remove these guys. Didn't draw into the champ. That's a bit of an issue. Well, champ and an imp will be in this hand. Oh, we have... that's... I forgot about that. It's very nice. Okay. In the end, didn't get an earlier kill by keeping the champ in the deck, but it was worth a try. Welder Helper, Ritual of Battle, Molding Imp. Ritual of Battle could be some nice scaling with Rage, but we're gonna get a bunch of Rage anyways. So yeah, that makes it quite appealing, I guess. Welder Helper isn't bad. Maybe we should try to go for imps. If Welder Helper just dies after it had its effect applied, that's pretty solid, to be honest. Let's take it. No spikes yet, but a razor sharp edge. Yeah, let's take it. It's pretty good on the champion as well. Start removing these restores. Although technically the restoration detonations are even worse. But it's not like we're gonna go into a rejuvenate type of deck here. I wouldn't mind Endless on the Welder Helper. No, that's not actually that good. Yeah, Brute would be great. But Brute is a rare, I can't really count on that. No upgrades on the next floor. But there are both merchant types available after Daedalus. We don't have anything to double stack. Cost reductions are not that important. I guess we go to the left. Branded Warrior. Branded Warrior is not a bad card and can carry us pretty easily. But it's not that great for flying kills. I don't think we want a Steelworker. Should have looked at the shop first, once more. Do I want a Branded Warrior? I think I'll hold out on a unit. This means we won't be getting any upgrades here. Maybe a Purge. We should be getting enough Purges as is with the Apocalypse. Let's just go on. Numbers enemy units get +4 attack. We should be able to deal with that. The problem is getting a Slay here. It's pretty hard. There is Welder Helper. That wasn't ideal. Luckily we draw another Train Steward here. We should have enough armor to win on the bottom floor. We do not. Mostly because of these backline guys. This does help. Almost enough. This is another 5 damage, that's enough. Okay. So that worked out pretty well. Another Welder Helper, Ritual of Battle and Went. Let's take the Ritual here. And Sharpen. Easy pick. And the Range Fruit. We are happy now. This is gonna be great. I think we want the relic. Yes. Railhammer. Sure. Should help. Cave of 1,000 Eye. Unbroken Horn. Might see some use. I'm gonna pick it up. Think it's gonna be better than 25 gold. Yeah, our deck definitely became just much stronger from these card picks. We gain 14 armor, we take 14 damage. Yep, that checks out. There we go. Now our champion is growing like crazy. I would love it if there was a way to get through to Daedalus. But there isn't really. Is this just a Ritual of Battle on the backliner to get a kill on the Forge Disciple here? I think so. Oh, if Daedalus were on the bottom floor this turn, that would be so much damage. I would love an Ascend. The power gain from our champion is pretty insane. Let's take a Dark Deal. I don't think I want any of these. Draw? Looks like draw to me. Yep. Let's get these bad Awoken cards out of here. We don't need purchase that badly, and I would love an upgrade for the deranged brute. Yeah, let's go to the right. Demon Fiend, Alpha Fiend, not interested. Multi-strike is nice. Let's also upgrade our champion. Multi-strike is not an option, so we just go with better Wrathful here. I would take one multi-strike easily. Ooh, the quick is exciting. Quick allows us to hunt flying bosses more easily with our champion, because we can buff up the range brute with rage to a point where he can kill the frontliners, and then our champion can hit bosses. On the other hand, maybe that takes too long to get that much rage on the deranged brute, and maybe we just want some starting rage instead. I think that might be better. I think quick is very situational. I wouldn't mind buying my first perch here. Should have a decent amount of gold anyways to buy whatever we need. Pretty good setup turn. And our champion goes crazy. Pretty good so far. Ashes of the Fallen isn't bad. Double the value from our imps. Battering ram is interesting. We will most of the time have a nice chunk of armor on our Hornbreaker print, so we can remove a frontliner with it. That isn't bad. Pyre Jumper is also somewhat appealing with the Ashes of the Fallen, but we don't really need that. Let's take a battering ram here. These seem all very bad. We don't need unit upgrades, but the relic is important. Well, it's not important, it's appealing, but I want some spell upgrades now. Permafrost. That could go on the battering ram easily. Cost reduction probably goes on the Ritual of Battle for now. I wouldn't mind Permafrost on the battering ram. Should have enough purchase that we don't need to Search Stone anything. Although we are up against the Seraph the Diligent. Consume removal on the Imp in a box. With the Ashes of the Fallen, that makes some sense. And I think I will get a consuming torch here. Yeah, stewards have to go and they will go soon. Enemy units enter with spell shield, should be fine. If we really want to deal spell damage, we have Hornbreak for that. So... Thorns just in time. Let's fish for a Pyre Jumper. We don't need this Molding Imp. Rage Imp is nice. And we saved our deranged brute. Not that it matters, but I just wanted him to live. Because he's such a nice guy. Second battering ram. March of Shields, Pyre Jumper. I do like having a Pyre Jumper in my deck with the Unbroken Horn and the Ashes of the Fallen. That's gonna quick start our Ember. Preserve Thorns. Don't really want the Stings in my deck, but I would like that +3 draw early on. I think I have to skip though. It's not really what we want in this deck. Let's buy some relics. If there are any good ones. Let's go to the caverns first though. Oh yes, let's get all the gold. Is what good for Consume Seraph? Ah, the Stings you mean? Could be, yeah. Could be pretty solid. We do want this. Another upgrade slot on the Deranged Brute is pretty strong. I don't think we need Split Anvil. Should have a decent Emperor economy without it. Now if I had all those things, huh? I still don't really see a way how we could get a flying kill against Fel. Could just cash in the gift, but I think if I'm patient, I can get a lot more out of it. We have a very small deck. We should draw it into it in no time. Sharpen definitely happens. This is gonna be a lot of gold. Even more pyre jumpers. Can't really do a good battering ram here. It's a lot of gold. We won't get much more than that, but we might still get more. This is pretty greedy. We should go for the damage against Fell this turn. Do want to play these imps out anyways. Rewarded. Although it's not a big difference, but I think I have to play it now because the combat will not go on for much longer. There we go. If we count the gold, we got a lot of score this this fight. Last stand. I mean, that's a huge damage buff and I should take it. We might need more Ember now. No, we don't. We have the Pyre Jumpers. We need more draw. Still no ascend or descend. Winged Steel. Sure. More draw. Do we want permafrost on anything? I think we want cost reduction on last stand. Not on Dark Deal. Magic Power and Hornbreak and then reroll. Consume removal on last stand. That might be good. Cost reduce the battering ram so we can play it a bit more easily. Although we won't play it that often. It's mainly just for the final push. It's cost reduce sharpen. It's gonna be played a lot more often. We have Apocalypse, Acid Rain and Hollow. So our units are heartless, we purge a card after every battle, and every unit takes 2 damage after combat. Still no multi-strike, I'm a bit sad about that. I'm really hoping for some multi-strike. And I guess we have to get it from the tome now. This is the daily challenge, Mastery Frame. That's actually a bit scary. 40 health. We do survive it, so... Still... It's a lot of damage to take. Alright, there's the problem of acid rain. I guess I have to kill one of those. This unit is very scary. We don't need a lot more damage to kill this guy. Let's play a Pyre Jumper. Welder Helper. Welder Helper on the bottom. Let's get some rage. It's actually double the rage as well. So we do get the kill here. Start working on your damage shield. Train steward on the top to kill the collector. Yeah, the morsels really make this a lot better. Okay, suddenly we have the answer to these shade wings easily. Got the kill on this guy. Another Pyre Jumper, very nice. Ooh. These numbers are starting to look rather impressive. Pun intended. How much rage can we get? Oh, we managed to beat the old rage cap. Sometimes they can be fine if you need extra help in the early game. But oftentimes you would prefer to remove your starter cards. Ten 10,000 damage per hit? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Impish Scholar. Is that useful? We have consume removed on most of our cards. We are up against the Consume Seraph though. Think it should be good. Pyrogrow, Preserve Thorns and Snare. Should I take a Preserve Thorns just for the boss? I don't think I'll need it, but I think it's, yeah, it's gonna be pretty decent anyways. Yeah, I played the 40x gold card for 31 Ember for 1200 gold. I can get an insane amount of rage on my units, but can I remove the frontliners? I guess I have to go to the right, to the Hellhorned, to dupe the last stand so we can get enough rage on the deranged brute. I think that's what we have to do. Ooh, Firebox is helpful. None of these really appeal. That's not necessary. Double stack is nice. I think we use it on the Ritual of Battle actually. We should be able to play this every time. And I think that's all the gold we are going to spend. Let's remove a Train Steward and I guess we don't need the Welder Helper anymore. Let's remove a Torch instead. And then we dupe the last stand. Just so we can get enough rage to power through enemies and kill Seraph. We're definitely setting up on the bottom floor. Let's use this Preserve Thorns. This is Consume Seraph, so not ideal in terms of him coming back to our floor as often as we want to. We do have to deal with these guys. Shouldn't be too hard. This is not what I want to consume. Guess it's a torch. Ooh, there's our Pyre Jumper, very nice. Makes things a lot easier for us. The rage on the backliner is the most important thing. I don't want to play multiple Dark Deals on him, but one should be fine. I think we save the Impish Scholar for later. Rage Imp, that's helpful. I think it's Vengeful Shard, last stand. And now we have enough power to push for the kill. If we can just get this Gilded Wing out of the way. We will take 1 damage to this Vengeful Shard, but I guess that can't be avoided. So our plan worked out perfectly against Seraph. That's pretty much how I envisioned it. And it was about as early as we could have expected if everything went optimal. I'm pretty happy how this turned out. We did get a ton of gold, we did get a very early Flying Seraph kill, and we did get very consistent battles. So we should have a very nice core here. Yeah, 51k. That's pretty good. That puts us into the top 2 for sure. Maybe even at the top spot. We'll see. The Rage Hornbreaker Prince works really well with Acid Rain, obviously. And it works really well with Spikes. So... And the Deranged Brute obviously makes Hornbreaker Prince insanely strong, but can also carry Rage very well himself. So... And we had a lot of high impact Rage cards, complemented with some Imps, with Ashes of the Fallen and the Unbroken Horn. A very nice, very powerful deck indeed. Let's see. We are in 2nd place here. EGQ is still more than 1k points ahead of us. 1220 points ahead, in fact. But we have a pretty decent lead against the 3rd placed guy, with almost a 1k point lead. So let's look at EGQ's deck. I wonder if it's similar to ours. He did have Deranged Brute as well, but no multi-strike. He had a Steelwalker with Large Stone and Attack, an Infinite Welder Helper, and a Wildwood Custodian with Battlestone. He picked up a 2nd Battering Ram. He duped his first one probably. And he picked up Reinforce instead of going for a Rage build. He went with an Armor build. He also found Thornfruit, which is a nice relic. With Steelworker, Reinforce, Railhammer, Endless Welder Helper. Yeah, I guess you can generate a bunch of armor. And that gave him a 6-turn boss rush on Fel and an 8-turn boss rush on Seraph. Five cards in the deck. Yeah, that's true. He draws Reinforce every turn. And his Battering Rams. That's pretty impressive. He can even do silly stuff with, thanks to Unbroken Horn, Firebox, he can do interesting stuff with Winged Steel and Thornfruit. No, not Thornfruit, Winged Steel. Like, play Reinforce first, then play other cards and draw back into the Reinforce. Or do the same with Battering Ram. He can very easily play 3 Battering Rams in a single turn. Okay, interesting deck. Definitely worked out very well for him. Yeah, Thornfruit is great against Consume Seraph. He could probably have done without it. He only needed... he killed in the 3rd turn, so he could have consumed Ritual of Battle and Hornbreak in the first 2 turns. So his combo would be would still be intact. So the Thornfruit wasn't strictly necessary. But it's a very streamlined, very efficient deck. Any friends completed it yet? Not yet. Let's look at a few other decks. I think they will look similar. Oh, this is something completely different actually. Double capacity upgrade, Demon Fiend, Branded Warriors. I bet he was really hoping for Ascend or Descent cards, but sadly there weren't any. He did get the whole set of Sting synergies, which is interesting. Yeah, that was a very strong deck for the daily challenge. Very nice performance there. I'm pretty happy with it. Number 2.